you want to tune into Witness Radio? Go to Play Store on your phone, type Witness Radio. You will see the application, download it and start listening to Witness Radio. You can also visit our website on www.witnessradio.org. Click live on your PC's right hand, then click the button in the middle. Then listen to Witness Radio and learn all issues about land and environmental protection.
Witness Radio.
Witness Radio.
Witness Radio.
Witness Radio.
In a world racing toward clean energy, who's left behind? Welcome to Eyes on a Just Energy Transition, the program that highlights on Africa's journey toward a fair and inclusive energy future.
Hello, our dear listener. Welcome to Witness Radio, your trusted voice. You are listening to Eyes on a Just Energy Transition, where we take you on an informative journey of energy transition across Africa. It's the Witness Radio series program, the media in renewable energy. In this series, we are using the power of the media to shine a light on Uganda's journey towards clean, sustainable energy. To listen to us, visit our website www.witnessradio.org or visit Google Play Store and download the Witness Radio app. And in case you'd like to reach us out, please chat with us on our WhatsApp +256 745 965 765 or through calling us directly on +256 414 697 221, and we'll hear from you or on all our social media platforms. And in today's episode, we look at the protection and conservation of the environment, which is a major goal in Uganda's energy transition plan. We want to look at the palm oil production, whether it is contributing to the environment conservation in the country, and how it is addressing climate change issues. And as you may know, oil palm production is a lucrative vegetable oil crop in the world and in Uganda too, where it has led to massive destruction of natural forest in the name of oil development. We take you to the community of Kalangala Island to understand how they are faring with the oil production and how this is contributing to the current energy transition plan of the country. But before we proceed, let us first go for a commercial break, and when we return, we'll look at how oil palm production started in Uganda.
Witness Radio.
Witness Radio.
Witness Radio.
Witness Radio.
The world is moving toward renewable energy, but will it be just for everyone? Tune in to Eyes on a Just Energy Transition every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. East African Standard Time, where we explore how Africa can embrace clean energy without leaving communities behind. Because justice must fuel the transition. The energy future is here, but who benefits?
You're listening to Eyes on a Just Energy Transition.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Now, as I promised you earlier, we start by looking at how oil palm production started in Uganda. According to the studies carried out in 1970s, oil palm showed promising adaptability to some agroecologies in Uganda, which later in 2005 saw the first commercial establishment in Bugala Island, Kalangala district. This saw massive destruction of natural forest in the name of oil palm development and the displacement of the community from the land they earn daily lasting bread. Now, environment conservation is a major goal in the renewable energy transition plan of Uganda. Unfortunately, when it comes to oil palm production, now a booming business in Buvuma and Kalangala, the issue of environment protection was not considered at all. We speak to members of the community in Buvuma and the Kalangala Islands who shared with us their experiences, how intact it was and how benefiting it was to them.
Long ago here in Kalangala, we could get rain in all seasons. There is no season that would pass without rain. And we had the forest intact and thick all over. The climate has changed a lot due to tree cutting and replacing with oil palm.
Gwobukira Prosi Narubuye is a chairperson of Bujumba Sustainability Development Association, Busida, Bugala Island. She says that they lived on public land but were betrayed by fellow community members and got evicted by Kalangala district leaders to give away their land to Bidco for oil palm production project. This is a place that had continuous seasonal rains and fertile soils that resulted in increasing food production, but today the community says they are leading a journey of death. Since there are no rains, no food production, the land is bare and the palm trees cannot attract rain like the natural trees used to before.
Because as you can see, this is Bagala Island, which is the biggest among Cease Islands, but the climate has changed a lot due to deforestation.
And now, before we proceed, let's first go for a commercial break.
This is Witness Radio, connecting indigenous and local community voices across the globe.
You're listening to Eyes on a Just Energy Transition.
Welcome back from that break. You are listening to Eyes on a Just Energy Transition at Witness Radio, where we take you on an informative journey at the moment, focusing on Uganda's renewable energy transition plan. And now, as we proceed with the program, we'll hear from the community. The Roundtable Sustainable Oil Palm, the RSPO, in brief, is a voluntary global membership organization that partners with stakeholders from the 7 sectors of the palm oil industry to develop and implement global standards for production and procurement of sustainable palm oil. The RSPO is used to create sustainable palm oil industry by setting global standards for production that protects the environment, communities, workers, and the wildlife, ensuring palm oil is sourced responsibility through a certification system and trademark which helps companies show commitment and allows consumers to identify sustainable products, driving market demand. Its core function is to provide credible multi-stakeholder framework for developing, implementing, and verifying sustainable practices in the palm oil supply chain. This means no harm to the environment and the people at large, among others, and whoever fulfills these standards is given an RSPO certificate. RSPO growers have to act transparent, be accountable, respect human rights, and be beneficial to the society. In the 2024 updated RSPO principles, Principle 7 states that growers have to protect, conserve, and enhance ecosystems as responsible environmental stewards.
Mukusinziira kati na bino fertilizer artificial.
And now with the artificial fertilizers that they spray on the oil palm trees to enable them grow fast and earn from them, have spoiled land, causing soil erosion that leads to contaminate water, and have not set up buffers as indicated in rules. And we think it has caused increasing diseases and disappearance of fish. There are no buffers, even if you took the measures that were indicated. There is no space as they plant up to the shores. The investor did not bother following the law. You can only up to something like 30 meters or less. There are no buffers at the shores. This has damaged the living conditions at the island because even the water wells are affected with the oil palm plants. Since they got free land from owners.
Investor tebazikolako bagamba mu mateeka bagamba baleke 200 meters zebataakola tebakikola bwe kiba ekinene ziyinza okuba nga oba mita nga 3 ng'owatyawo kuba bw'otuuka ku bbalama z'ennyanja wonna kumpi wasinga bafa gundi tebazikolaki tebaalekayo tebagira mateeka kikozeseza ekitundu obutafe ng'abantu kukazibe n'amazzi kuba Katonda ffe yali atuwadde tuli ku nnyanja naye tulina enzizi emigga kaŋŋambe emigga egikukuta naawe onna olengera nga abantu gye bakima amazzi yonna bo basimbyewo biki ebinazi kubanga bafuna ettaka kumpi lya bwereere kubanga abamu bayogereza nnyo balandiroodi.
William International has been a member of the Round Table on Sustainable Palm Oil, RSPO, since 2004 and actively involved in RSPO certification for its operations, including plantations. This means that Oil Palm Oil Uganda Limited, a private company incorporated by Bidco Uganda Limited, which is part of the Wilma Group, had to respect these principles. Aside of the environmental damages, the main source of these islanders was fishing. Gwobikira mentions that this activity has been faded.
We could also catch and feed on fish at any time as our island is surrounded by water, because we have 84 islands. We could get enough fish, but today fish has become very scarce, and yet on the islands you have to eat some fish, but now you cannot easily find it.
I have been in Buvuma since 2001, and at time the place was intact, covered by the forests. And after about 12 years, the oil palm project was introduced. But before all this, the forests were a pleasing and a wonder environment. We could get much rain before the forests were destroyed by developers. And with rains, we were a happy, peaceful community in Buvuma. But at the moment there is nothing, and have not planted any food. We are at a verge of facing hunger.
But now, how does the future of palm oil affected person look like? Land grabbed, their main source of livelihood. Fishing faded.
And so they could say that the landlord has given in his land title and is given money, but you say you want to stay on your plot. Now you and the landlord, who is the owner of the land title? And so people were ignorant about staying on their land, even if the landlord has given in his land title. So they could claim that they have paid off the landlord for the whole land title, and so you should accept to be paid and leave. Do you want us to forcefully evict you because we have already purchased the land title? And with this many people got weakened and accepted to be paid, saying that for sure we should accept it to be paid so we could go away and do other things elsewhere. This was the situation and still is in Buvuma, threatening people. And for us who had some law booklets, when you claim that you have the book about land laws, they could say that the law book does not work. A poor person cannot win a case. You stay there reading your book. They will come and roll you off when relying on the book. Let them pay us off and we leave. At that time, before oil palm project came in, a person could own 50 trees of jackfruit, and when he harvests the fruit, he could earn an income of 500,000 shillings, 600,000, 400,000 or 300,000 shillings in a day, selling it in Jinja and Kampala markets. And people here could also harvest bananas on a weekly basis and earn good money to educate the children and as well manage other home expenses.
mu kiseera kino tekyali muntu alina lusuku nga bwe twalinga n'ensuku z'olw'ensonga nti Bidco yasaanyaawo ebyo byonna. Amazima gali nti omuntu yali afuna ssente ziweera abaana okusoma ng'atema bbogoya nga bwennyumiza n'afuna school fees w'omwana. Kakati bamuyingizaamu enteekateeka eno eya Bidco bagamba nti kakati ebinazi bifuna nnyo, ebitooke bijjeemu, buli kimu kyonna, ebibala byonna, ekinazi tekyagala nzigota yonna. Omuntu oyo yaddirira ebisuubizo baasubizanga abantu, tugenda kubawanga ssente ez'okulabira ebinazi, tugenda kubawa ssente ez'okusima ebinnya, okusigulamu enkonge. tebaabaweerawo ssente abantu abo baasomesanga abantu nga babagamba nti bannange eno gundi pulojekiti ezigenda bayamba okusinga n'emmere gye mulima okusagadde nga bagamba abantu nti bw'osimba ebinaazi buli mwezi bagenda kuwanga ssente z'okulabirira ebinaazi era bagamba nti bw'osimba eyiika 3 oyinza okufunanga obukadde 3 buli mwezi omuntu n'akyola nti obukadde 3 buli mwezi kansimba ebinaazi olwensonga sente zimala okusomesa abaana bange era bagamba nti bw'oba ofuna ssente ezo buli mwezi osigala oweera abaana basoma bulungi ayi n'oteekerateekera n'ebitundu ebirala
n'abantu abalimi tebemulugunya bawutugulowa bagamba.
The other thing is the complaint for the outgrowers. They say they do not know the agreement they made with their bosses, and that they bring to them documents to sign, and yet they are in English language that they do not know. At the moment the fertilizer is given to them at a high price, and so whenever you deliver the oil palm they slice off big amounts they do not know. And after a long time they inform them that you have now cleared your loan, but you cannot tell what you have paid for, because they are the ones who give you the seeds to grow and the fertilizers, and you do not buy elsewhere. And this is not right.
Tomanyi kiki ky'osasula, tomanyi bbanga ki looni w'oligimalirayo eyo kuba ebinazi be babikuwa ne bagaba babikuguzizza ne bakuwa ebigimusa tonnabigula walala alina okusapulayinga ebyo ebigimusa tekiba kya bwenkanya naye tewali nnyo kivaayo.
And so those who have plots of land are so poor that afford to pay for the evaluation. But the schemers with no land on this village pay for valuation 500,000 to just help them out, and at the end they are paid 100 million shillings, whereas the plot owners get only 5 million shillings, 10, 8 or 3 million shillings out of their plots. That is the situation in Buvuma, and there is no leader who helps the ordinary person. And as for me, I am threatened because they see that I interfere with their scheme of getting money. Because I warn people that they are paid little, and after I have opened their eyes on this, they move aside and tell others that this man will cause you to be evicted from your land without any pay. Have you heard? Do not go to him. He refused to evaluate his title and has chased away 3 landlords. And so how do you benefit when he chases away landlords? And yes, I have sent away 3 fake landlords from this titled land as they pretend to be the owners even after the RDC and the district have confirmed that they are the owners.
Balandiroodi bali basatu benaakagoba mwerusi eyeewange ku kyapa ekyo nga bafudde bannannyini era nga disitulikiti amu n'RDC nga bamukakasizza nti olinaine kyapa ekyo nze kaakali kyendaba amazima gali nitwolekedde nnyo obwavu.
And before we end the program, please, if you want to listen to us, visit our website www.witnessradio.org or visit Google Play Store and download the Witness Radio app. And in case you would like to reach us out, please chat with us on our WhatsApp +256 745 965 765 or through calling us directly on +256 414 697 221, and we will hear from you, or on all our social media platforms. Thank you for tuning in to Witness Radio. Stay tuned, stay informed, and stay inspired to be part of the energy revolution. Please do not forget that Eyes on a Just Energy Transition airs on Witness Radio every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. East African Standard Time. Catch us again, same time, same radio station. I am with Stephen, your host.
That was Eyes on a Just Energy Transition, amplifying community voices and keeping justice at the center of Africa's clean energy shift. Join us again next time, and keep your eyes open for change.